I want to check that this number fits in this equation. Let's first calculate this number, and we're going to start by calculating log base 5 of x and storing it in, or log base 5 of 7 and storing it in x. So let's do that part first. Let's see, math, and then window. Fifth option there gives me log base whatever. So I want log base 5 of 7, 7, and then store that in x. The store key is to the left of the number 1. Store in x. And it's going to give you some number just a little bit more than 1. If you look at this, I can now think of this as, say, 5 times x plus 1 over x minus 7. It's just a little bit more user-friendly than trying to type it in with all those logarithms above and below the fraction. So that's what we're going to do next. Do you want to do this the fancy way with the horizontal fraction or just with parentheses? What works for you? Parentheses? So we'll do both. Here's the non-fancy way. We'll do 5x minus or plus 1 divided by, and don't hit the enter key just yet, x minus 1. At this point, you're done.
It's x minus 7.
Oh, pardon me. Thank you. X minus 7. At this point, you're done with calculating x. So you can hit the store key and store that in x. But I wanted to show you both ways to do that. You can also do the straight up and down fraction, hit the alpha y equals key, and do the same thing. 5x plus 1 over, and I'll get this one right this time, thank you Clyde, x minus 7. Hit the store key. Store that in x. You're storing on top of your old value. You don't need that old value anymore, so store right on top of it. It's not a big deal. To check this, I want to put it back in my original equation right here. So I'm going to calculate the sides one at a time. I'm going to do 5 to the 7x plus 1 and compare that to 7 to the x minus 5 and just make sure that I get the same decimal values.
I'm confused how that wasn't different because you had a different x value. Wasn't it stored?
They're getting slightly different values. Let's check and see if this actually works. So, what's that?
The problem should check out.
Yeah, it should check out. 5 to the 7x plus 1, that's the left-hand side, and 7 raised to the x minus 5, there's your right-hand side. And they look remarkably similar. Wow, nailed it. Now, do you want to do that on every problem? No. Yeah, that's the answer I want to hear. Yeah, you should be able to calculate some of these values if needed and give me decimal values, but I don't think you're going to be doing this on all your problems. So about 5.5764, actually, no, my value of x is what I want to write down. There you go, negative 1.21. All right, 1.2166. Awesome. Okay, all set for this much. We do have a little bit more work to do. We're going to have to take care of that in, I don't know, maybe 12 days. Ben?
On test, would you want the exact value or would you want like...
Yeah, typically speaking in a test, I would want this.
Okay.
A lot of times I'll give extra credit if you can come up with this correctly. And I might even give you more extra credit if you can prove to me that you can actually check your answer. But that would mean coming up to see me. Okay. Sounds good for today.